Power Wheels time. So I've been promising this, I think, for a couple videos now. This is the body I decided to go with. I've had this one sitting around for a while. And I got it for free from my brother, who got it from a friend. And the dude was like, hey, I got a Power Wheels. Anybody in your family want it? And my brother goes, yeah, my brother will take it. And so the dude just handed it to him. Was like, take it for free, man. I don't care. So I got a free Power Wheels out of it. But it is clearly not big enough for me and an engine and 4 wheels and a roll cage and a seat to all go into. So we're gonna have to do a lot of plastic cutting. But the style I think I'm gonna go with here is a mini monster truck. So a really mini monster truck. So the wheels are gonna be moderately bigger than the ones that are already on here, and the engine is a Predator 212, so it's not a huge engine, but it's good enough for a Power Wheels. So it is time to round up all the parts that I have and take a look at it and see how we think we can make this work out. And then from there, I gotta just start taking things apart off the bottom so I can build a chassis up into it, and we'll move on after that point. Let's see what we can do here. I'm glad we're efficient with our shipping space. That's a seat. Once. Got a Rotopax gas tank, so this can attach to the back or the side of the Power Wheels so I don't run out of gas. That's my manifold kit with heat wrap. That's my brake kit. Here's the thing I was kind of super duper excited about, guys. For my dirt bike, you may remember I did a video rebuilding a new clutch lever. Well, I decided I don't want to have to go through that crap again, so I bought some bar busters for my bike. Oh, dude, those grips look sweet. Look at that. That's gonna be like superior grip, guys. Look at that. They got texturing on them. Little diamond plate stuff going on here. If I do recall properly, this was the design for my front brake, which means I'm gonna end up taking all this apart anyway because I have to put a T-splitter on it. Also, this hose is like super set in place, so I hope that doesn't turn brittle and break. Okay. Couple days later, we got a few more parts in. So this is the axle, the rear axle. I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm gonna do a rear swing arm, kind of like on a quad. Man. I don't know, guys, I may have gone a little too wide with the axle. This thing is gonna be a massive vehicle, guys. This is gonna be awesome. And then the rest of the parts that we were waiting on. So I ordered 2 separate size sprockets so that we can adjust the gearing a little bit. They're the same model, they're the same chain, but they are different sizes, more teeth on one. So if I want to go a little bit faster, put in the small guy. If I want to have a little bit more torque, like especially when I'll be a gambler, put in the big guy, have a little bit more torque for climbing stuff. Beautiful. Here is our rear hubs. So this is the 1-inch keyed rear hubs with studs on them. And I intentionally bought oversized from what our wheels are so that we can put these in the lathe, not my lathe, I borrow somebody else's lathe, and turn it down and then drill new holes for studs and make the pattern exactly match the tire rather than modifying the tire. And then here is one of the front hubs. So these have bearings in them so that they can spin nice and smooth. That is an idler sprocket, so this is to keep the chain tensioned. Here's a couple of brake disc hubs that I bought for the rear axle. Oh, that looks sweet. So this is a number 420 chain. So this will be the chain that we're running with our build here. And that just looks absolutely gorgeous. Gold with black in the middle. I've always just bought like basic automotive, basic boring chain from Rural King, and that looks pretty sweet. They sent me a sticker in here. I already used one of them up because, as you could see, this was already open. I already used one of them up and put it on my laptop. But then there's another sticker in here, so that's very kind of them because I didn't pay for those. Not sponsored by them, by the way. This is just me ordering parts. And then this is our engine mount. So this is what the engine will actually sit on, get bolted to, and then it's super rigid because it's got the bends in it, real thick metal, laser cut. So it's going to be beautiful. They used to have a plasma, so I don't know who they have cut these, but they're doing it on a laser now, so it looks pretty beautiful. But yeah, this is what the engine will actually mount on, and then those slots allow us to slide it and change positioning on it to tension up the one side of the chain, which is nice. That's the most parts I've ever had at one given time. Every other time I buy parts as I need them. So I'm sure you cannot see it very well, but I've mocked this up by setting it up on the tires that I'm going to be using for it. And this is about how high I'll be sitting off the ground, I think. I kind of like this height. And also, if I go much higher, I'm not making it out the front door when the roll cage is on, unless I make the roll cage bolt on. That might be something to consider, and then I can get a little bit more height out of this. I want it to be lifted, but I don't want it to be, like, lifted. You know, I don't want it to be a full monster truck size. I just thought it'd be kind of fun to have it lifted up off the ground, so that way while you're, you know, driving up over rocks, you can be kind of like looking down at the ground and steering yourself and be looking like this and stuff. So I think I like this height. If anything, I'll make it a little bit taller. A little bit taller would be cool. And then, of course, all this is going to be opened up for the seat that I have, so my legs aren't going out to the side. This is just how I have to sit in here to get an idea of the height, as ridiculous as it may seem. And the steering wheel, I am definitely going to make centered. I'm not going to do offset like this, I don't think. And I'm thinking I might put the engine up front, right here, kind of. That's what I'm thinking of it so far. But it's time to start taking off stuff that's in the way and start figuring out how I'm going to get the seat in here. And then I also need to take out the wheels, but I'm going to leave those on at the moment, I think. think the engine's going to be able to go up front. I think I'm going to have to figure out how to put it out back, because I'm realizing where it sits, I have nowhere to put the steering column. And you almost don't even have foot space. I'm afraid I might have to put the engine in the back. I can't, no matter how much plastic I cut away, it only shifts it forward by like 1/4 of an inch, and I can't cut any more out. And I am, with the engine, it's sitting right here. So it's like, it's basically right up in my, foot space. So there's no way to properly run the chain and the exhaust and the steering column all in this one area.